After 3 terms in office, Anoka County Sheriff James Stuart announced he will finish his current term but will not seek re-election next year. Stuart was first elected in 2010. He told Mike Johnson he's reached retirement age and decided the time was right not to run again.
I've heard for years and years, you'll know when it's time. And I wasn't sure what that meant until I started thinking about whether I was going to run again, and I realized it's time.
Stuart first joined the sheriff's office in 1994 and served as supervisor in specialty departments like SWAT and the K-9 unit before being elected. He says there certainly have been challenges, but the office is in a good place.
With all of the societal changes that are occurring, that are oftentimes driven by misinformation, we still try to adapt and be ahead of the curve and ahead of the expectations in changing our training, in changing our policies and our procedures. And that is a nonstop battle that will continue to have to be addressed.
Stuart says staffing is also a big challenge. His department is down about 10 officers.
Right now, recruitment and retention are huge issues like never before seen. Certainly, COVID has been a dynamic challenge for everyone.
Stuart points to some first-in-the-state initiatives during his tenure that include keeping the jail a safer place.
And some of the first-in-state programs that we've had relate to medical-assisted treatment within the jail to reduce recidivism and help those addicts to get back on their feet and discover who they were created to be.
Other firsts include retinal scanning of inmates to eliminate risk of accidental release. Also, body scanners that he says bring a safer environment inside the jail.
Our team and I were lobbying down at the legislature for 3 years in order to change the law in order to allow that to happen.
He also points to community outreach programs as important ways to reach people in a positive way. So what's next?
I'm way too busy-minded to certainly just retire and ride off into the sunset. I will be exploring new ways to serve, and I trust that when the right door presents, I'll know when to walk through.
For North Metro TV News, I'm Mike Johnson reporting.
Commander Paul Lensmeyer announced he will run for sheriff next year. He's been in charge of the Sheriff's Patrol Division for 5 years and a member of the Sheriff's Office for 24 years.